Karen and Thomas Hill had been looking for a new start, a quieter life, far from the city. When they found Cedar Grove, an HOA-controlled suburb tucked behind pine forests, it seemed like perfection. Neat lawns, smiling neighbors, and absolute peace. On move-in day, they found a white envelope taped to their front door. Welcome to Cedar Grove. As a proud resident, you are expected to maintain community standards. Noncompliance results in citations. Remember, order brings peace. It was signed, the Cedar Grove Compliance Committee. Odd but harmless, Karen thought. Chapter 2. The First Red Tag. A week after moving in, they received their first warning. A red tag stapled to their mailbox. Violation. Grass length exceeds HOA standard by 1.5 inches. Correct within 24 hours. Thomas chuckled. Are they measuring our lawn with a ruler? They ignored it. The next morning, they woke to find their entire lawn sprayed with weed killer. Dead brown patches stretched like bruises across the front yard. A second tag appeared. You were warned. Chapter 3. Unseen Watchers. Karen began to notice odd things. Each night, a black SUV parked across from their house, engine idling. Motion sensor lights would turn on by themselves. Someone or something was watching them. She tried to report it. The local police said, Cedar Grove handles its own matters. You'll need to speak with the HOA. When she did, the receptionist at the HOA office smiled but said, We take security very seriously. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. That night, they found another red tag, this time inside their locked car. Chapter 4. Neighbors and Silence. Karen approached her neighbors for help. Mrs. Gleason next door wouldn't open the door. She whispered through the mail slot. Don't ask questions. They hear everything. At the park, Karen tried speaking with a mother and her child. The mother grabbed the boy and walked away quickly. Thomas grew uneasy. This is crazy. They're just a homeowners association. But Karen had seen the cameras hidden in the birdhouse, inside the bathroom vent, even under the welcome mat. This wasn't a community. It was surveillance. Chapter 5. The Rulebook. Karen found it in a forgotten drawer in the garage, a thick binder titled Cedar Grove, Code of Compliance. It listed violations she had never imagined. Rule 12.9. Curtains must be drawn by 8 p.m. Rule 17.2. No red clothing allowed on Thursdays. Rule 22.0. Eye contact with committee members is prohibited. Each broken rule had a penalty, warnings, restrictions, and finally removal. The last page was the worst. Red tag level 5. Permanent correction. One morning, Karen woke up and Thomas was gone. His phone was on the table. Car keys still by the door. But his side of the bed was perfectly made. She ran to the HOA office in a panic. The receptionist calmly typed something into her computer and smiled. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hill. There's no record of a Thomas Hill residing at 14 Roseberry Lane. But he's my husband. Are you sure? The receptionist asked, tilting her head unnaturally. Sometimes, stress causes confusion. Karen stumbled home and found the unthinkable. All of Thomas's clothes, his photos, his toothbrush gone. Like he never existed. In the mailbox was another red tag. Level 4 violation. Unauthorized complaint. Next offense will trigger Level 5 correction. Chapter 7. The Night Patrol. Determined to get answers, Karen began watching the neighborhood at night. She stayed up with a thermos of coffee and binoculars from the attic. At 2:44 a.m., she saw them. A group of 5 people in all-black uniforms walking house to house. One held a clipboard. Another carried what looked like a body bag. They paused at house 32. Entered. 10 minutes later, they walked out with a full bag. Karen called 911. The call was intercepted. A robotic voice answered. Cedar Grove Emergency Dispatch. Your concern has been logged. Please remain in compliance. She hung up and sobbed. Then her power went out. And her phone. In the darkness, she heard a whisper through the walls. Don't make us red tag you. Chapter 8. The Archive. Karen decided to break into the HOA office. She waited until the neighborhood slept, suffocating silence broken only by the chirp of a single malfunctioning sprinkler head. She picked the lock with a screwdriver. Inside, rows of locked filing cabinets and monitors filled the walls. Every house, every room, every corner of Cedar Grove was visible. She found the cabinet labeled residence, expunged. Names were listed, crossed out. Next to each, date of correction, completed. And there he was. Thomas Hill, level 5. Status, reassigned. Attached to his file was a single sentence. Refused to comply. Removed to maintain harmony. Karen screamed. Chapter 9. The Escape Attempt. She tried to flee that night. Packed her bag. Ran on foot. Avoided all main roads. She made it to the outer gate, only to find it sealed by steel shutters. Motion sensors tracked her steps. Spotlights pinned her down. A voice blared from hidden speakers. Resident 14R, return to your home or receive final correction. She backed away. Tears streamed down her face. Behind her, she saw them coming, the compliance unit. Chapter 10. Correction Day. She was dragged back to her home. They didn't beat her. They didn't speak. They placed her in a chair, tied her wrists gently, almost like a mother tucking in a child. A monitor turned on. Mr. Caldwell, the HOA president, appeared in his gray suit and vacant smile. You violated community peace. But Cedar Grove offers second chances. Karen begged, screamed, promised she'd follow every rule. Caldwell nodded. We know. That's why your slate will be wiped clean. A new identity. A fresh start. The screen blinked. Memory reset. In progress. Epilogue. A new welcome. A moving truck pulled into Cedar Grove. A young woman stepped out, eyes wide with excitement. The HOA rep greeted her with a handshake. Welcome, Miss Clara Jones. You've been assigned 14 Roseberry Lane. It's been fully prepared for your arrival. Clara smiled. It's so beautiful here. She didn't remember her real name, or Thomas, or the red tags. But every night, as she brushed her teeth, she felt something cold behind the mirror. And in the corner of her mind, something whispered, you were Karen once, and you knew too much.